Welcome to Kaleidoscope of the Soul, a space where we look at changing patterns, shapes, and colors of our life's forces, continually shifting energy. Host Lynne Juneau is a psychic medium and healer who uses her gifts of clairvoyance, clairaudience, and mediumship to bring insight to her clients and illuminate their life's purpose. Using symbolology with colors, numbers, ribbons, billets, and more, Lynne helps to facilitate healing and closure within her work. Kaleidoscope of the Soul reminds us that we are a cosmic rainbow of breathing life, creating infinite and beautiful soul complexities of expressions and hue in every moment. Now, here is your host, Lynne Juneau.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Kaleidoscope of the Soul. I'm Lynne Juneau, psychic medium. See, I'm appropriately labeled. It's right there. Thank you. Thank you. It is a blessing to be with all of you today, wherever in the wide world you are. And on Kaleidoscope of the Soul, we are reminded that even the slightest turn of our viewpoint, the slightest adjustment can change the entire picture for the better, and that it's mostly beautiful, right? Okay, so today it is my pleasure to be reading stones, crystals. Welcome, everybody. I am so happy to see you. And what my readings are based on, I have a whole 2 trays of stones and crystals off here to the side. And these readings are really based on the work of the wonderful Judy Hall, who wrote the Crystal Bible. There's lots of books out there on crystals and rocks. This is my go-to because it has wonderful illustrations and descriptions where these are available, how rare they might be, and the attributes both for healing and spirituality. So Judy Hall passed away just a few years ago at the age of 77. She was amazing. She was a psychic and the author of many books and an expert on crystals when it wasn't fashionable to be into that, okay? And last year, I was delighted to discover that there is a deck of oracle cards based on her work. Okay, so let me say hello to a few of you, and I will go into a little more education on this, but I want to say hello to Heidi Gall, who is just a wonderful supporter of our shows, especially this one. Thank you, Heidi. Mish Shelley is here. My friend Arnie Layton is in the house. Woohoo! Arnie, super creative, super spiritual. You guys check him out on Facebook. Me and my shadow. Hello, hello. I think I see you on Michael Zen's show a lot, don't I? Okay. And Jennifer Rose, fabulous medium. Jennifer Rose, hello and welcome. Evelyn, great friend of the Sacred Spiral Network. Hello, Evelyn. Oh, Jade. Another one of the Southern Cali girls. Woohoo! Hi, Jade. Maria Coppola. Oh, and Charlene Shaz is in the house. Woo, Charlene. Medium extraordinaire. Yes, indeed. All right. Kim Princess. Hello, hello. Another wonderfully gifted person. And Deborah Chapman. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So just a little education before I dive into readings, which, trust me, I will. All right. So crystals and stones are just one more tool for doing readings for what we used to call divination. Is that a great word? And you can use all kinds of things for divination. All right. Sticks and stones and tea leaves and clouds and flowers and ribbons. A lot of you know me from doing readings with colored ribbons. And these tools generally do not have much energy of their own, only what we infuse them with, but they are symbols to prompt our intuition, right? But rocks and crystals, being sourced from Mother Earth, they do come with a certain amount of energy and healing properties. A lot of you probably know that. And they're wonderful for psychometry. Stones and crystals also get infused with our energy, which makes them all the more interesting. Psychometry, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is the ability to hold an object and get vibrations from that, usually connected to the person that owns that object. And many years ago, when I was new to all of this, someone tried to tell me they thought I could do psychometry. And I said, no, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And so this new friend of mine handed me a stone. She said, close your eyes, hold a stone, and just let it rip, whatever you get. Okay, so I did. And at first I went all the way back to the cave where it was first found by some indigenous person. She goes, no, too far back, go forward. So I did. And I started getting an image of a couple arguing. And the more I got into it, the more they were going at it. And she said, stop. And I got into it a little more. She said, stop. And it turned out I was tuning into her marital problems, which I had no knowledge of. So psychometry is a very handy thing. If you folks, if any of you have not tried that, fascinating. For example, pieces of jewelry really hold on to our energy. And if I'm doing a reading for somebody and I need to tune in even better to them and they're with me in person, I'll hold a piece of their jewelry. It helps a lot. Okay. So the stones and crystals hold a lot of energy. Is this a gorgeous specimen? This is blue tourmaline, and it is really powerful. And when I am feeling depleted and I want to amp up, I grab my blue tourmaline. And this beauty was a gift to me from two very spiritually advanced people. And one of them was a psychologist named Mike, who used to hold meditation after spiritual meeting in his office space. And his office space was absolutely crowded with crystals. You could hardly walk across the room. So this blue tourmaline he gifted me with had absorbed several years of high-level spiritual meditation downloads and energy. So I really cherish this. And I just want to make you aware that if you acquire a new stone or a crystal or even a piece of jewelry, I really recommend taking some good sage and lighting it and smudging the energy on that object, okay? So one other stone I want to, that hurt my ears. This is a quartz crystal healer, golden healer, nice big piece that was also gifted to me by a couple of Reiki masters who lived near Sedona many years ago. So Christine is saying she has a lot of beautiful crystals and crystal jewelry. You know what's interesting today? I hope y'all can see this. The necklace I'm wearing today, and this is unusual for me, and my earrings are not crystals. And I'm wearing black today because I want you to be able to see the crystals that I'm holding up for you. But my guides helped me figure out what to wear every day. And what they told me today was no crystals. These are things from the ocean. This is abalone, and these are pearls. So they're not competing with the energy of the stones I'm going to read for you today. Isn't that interesting? They're so smart, I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into these readings. Whoever I'm drawn to, please remember to give me feedback as quickly as you can, because there's a lag time in between the time you type it in and the time I see it. Shirley Day, you made it onto the show. Bless your soul. Shirley Day from the UK. And Sherry Daniels is in the house. Oh my goodness. Oh, what was that? Kim Princess said she's buried crystals in a patch of dirt in the front yard. Yeah, that's really good for the property. Really good for the property. And Carrie welcome. Michelle Dion. Christine Moraes. Good to have you on the show. Welcome, welcome. All right. And Regina Shard, who is from Wales. Oh, how lush is that, huh? I've been hanging out with somebody who's from Wales originally, eh? All right. Because she's going to have to go pretty soon, I'm going to jump in here and read for medium Charlene Shaz first, my dear. And you don't have to choose any numbers today. Okay, Amanda, hello. I am shuffling the cards and seeing what comes up for you all. All right, Amanda, hello. Charlene Shaz. Charlene Shaz. That one's sticking to my finger. And I don't have all of this stuff memorized. So I'm going to have to read some of it to you. All right. Christine is from Bournemouth in the UK. All right. Charlene Shaz. Do more Deteriorate. Oh my goodness. You got the one I can't pronounce. All right. Hold on. Let me grab this. All right. I need to move these stones a little closer so that I don't have to go off camera to talk to you guys. Okay. Hang on, because I have 50 different crystals here. There it is. All right. So I'm tuning into the energy of this for Charlene Shaz. Do more Deteriorate. Oh my goodness. Which is this dark gray stone. And let's see what this means for you, my love. This is a past life revealer. Oh, Charlene and I are friends, okay? Charlene, you and I were talking about past life connections and what significance they have in your relationships now just the other day, yes? So this stone activates past life memories, accessing the Akashic records and the interlife, taking you to examine contracts, promises, and agreements operating over eons of time. It renegotiates these, rescinding the ties or vows that no longer serve. You don't want to be bound to these contracts, my dear Charlene Shaz, because what is your number? 44. The clear blue sky that's wide open for you. You don't like restrictions. And that's the message of this stone. Pinpointing patterns that underlie addictions and obsessive contacts with people you don't want to be energetically tied to anymore, my dear. This stone highlights why you chose to learn through difficulties and challenges in these toxic relationships. Exactly what we were discussing yesterday. This breaks a cycle of karmic codependency, facilitating the realization that it is not possible to control addictive, needy, or self-destructive behavior on someone else's behalf. Folks, listen up. For all of us who have codependent tendencies, we can't change the other person. All we can change is our own patterns and our own thinking and set up good boundaries with people. Yes? That's your message for today, my dear Charlene, is to go ahead and keep looking into those past life contracts and connections and see about cutting those ties once and for all. All right, my sweet. Blessings to you, and thank you for letting me work with you once again. Y'all watch for that name, Charlene Shaz. She's going to be famous someday, I swear. I wouldn't lie to you. Arnie Layton, come on down. Wait. Spirit is testing me. I can't even pronounce that last stone we got. Arnie Layton, are you still in the house? Arnie. I read for Kellyanne yesterday, didn't I? Arnie, dude. Okay. Let's see what the universe and the rocks and the stones have to say to Arnie Layton today. That one, they say. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do have my favorites, I have to admit. Celestite. Celestite. Okay, let's see. Where did I put Celestite? Huh? Huh? Now. Oh, I gotta quit going off camera. Sorry, Kelly. My producer's probably going, where is she? All right. This is a piece of celestite, y'all. It's a light blue, often with some white in it. And this is not a great specimen, but if you come across celestite, this is one of the angel stones. How cool is that? Okay. So celestite means inner peace, and it has a high vibration. Well, stands to reason. It's one of the angel stones, right? Strongly connected to the angelic realm, celestite is a higher dimension teacher that will kickstart your spiritual enlightenment. Ooh, Arnie's already doing well in the spiritual department. Are you ready to level up, my friend? Because that's what this is talking about. It assists angelic communication and remembers the divine nature of your soul. Have you explored a lot of your angelic connection yet, Arnie? I'm feeling like that's a new avenue for you. And I also feel and sense that it has a connection to the divine feminine in your life, in the circle of what you're doing. So ponder that a little bit if you would. Connecting to your guardian angel, this crystal stimulates clairvoyance. Oh, Arnie's going to get more psychic, and promotes dream recall and out-of-body journeys. It also strengthens intuition and assists channeling. Oh, you have 4 celestites? Woohoo! Is spirit smart or what? And here I was worried about doing readings today. Thank you. Celestite supports your spiritual development at the highest level. It teaches trust in the infinite wisdom of the universe, facilitates conflict resolution, and instills balance in times of stress. And it's very calming. It's good for the eyes, ears, throat. Oh, Kim Princess said, ooh, next is telepathy. Oh, Arnie, this is going to be a year for you that is très intéressant, as they say in French. Wow. So enjoy your angelic connections, which are already there, but are going to be enhanced. Is that fabulous or what? Thank you for letting me read for you, Arnie. Mwah. Oh, this is, I haven't done crystals and stones in a while. Oh my goodness. One of the challenges is the stones are over here. Arnie has seen things ahead of time, some moments, some days, some years. Ooh, yeah. So there's your clairvoyance. All of your clairs, all of your intuition are going to get, they're showing me, my guides like numbers, 25% leveling up. You ready for that? Woohoo! All right. Arnie, quit going on camera. Arnie got celestite. Evelyn. Evelyn, come on down. All right. Arnie. Hell yeah, bring it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Here it is. I need more room, y'all. Oh well. Spirit will help me. Okay. Evelyn. Indeed, Evelyn, come on down. All right. Evelyn, whose last name I cannot pronounce. Chesum? Evelyn Chesum? Did I say it right? I just always call her Evelyn. Evelyn. Ooh, nice. Citrine. Here's a really nice, really visible piece of citrine. And I bet you, Evelyn, and most of you have seen this happy golden stone, citrine, okay? This light yellow stone, which is getting harder to find, by the way, because the mines are not as accessible as they used to be. has really gone up in price. However, citrine is the happy stone. It's optimism, it's playfulness, it's happiness, it's prosperity. And negativity hardly sticks to this stone. Most stones, after you use them, you work with them, they need to be smudged or sitting in salt water for a while. If it's safe to do that with your particular stone, be careful because it dissolves some stones. But citrine is the happy stone that does not take on negativity. So what's the message for you today? Okay? It's a high vibration, extremely high vibration stone, the main message of which is good fortune. Will we take some of that, Evelyn? Can you handle that? Citrine promotes generosity of spirit and accumulation of wealth. It encourages gratitude for the small gifts in life and motivates you to freely share your abundance and expand your heart. I hear spirit coming in, Evelyn, saying that you already do a wonderful job of being a little bit on the humble side and really appreciating what you already have. Okay? Excellent for counteracting depression. This crystal instills optimism and a positive attitude. It overcomes apathy and hopelessness and raises self-esteem. I have several pieces of citrine jewelry that my husband gifted me with. And when I want to feel prosperous, I put those on. Yeah? Okay. Citrine capitalizes on your skills and talents. It stimulates your mind. It's one of the yellowish stones. Okay. Creativity stimulates your thought. This stone of creativity facilitates seeing new possibilities and actualizing them. It's also good for the digestive system. Evelyn, have you been having some tummy rumbles? Is that you or me I'm feeling? Might be me. Oh my goodness. It cleanses the chakras. It brings joy to the soul. You're ready for an infusion of citrine, sunshine, happiness, and positivity, right? Bring that in and it'll keep generating more for you, Evelyn. And if you can wear a piece of citrine or put some in your pocket, all the better. It's your tummy. Whew, I thought it was mine for a second. I'm sorry to laugh. It's not fun to have tummy rumbles. Sorry, Evelyn. I'll be more serious. No, but that's something, okay, if you're not doing probiotics already, and I'm not a doctor, y'all don't get the wrong idea, not practicing medicine here, but I do hear this intuitive recommendation to try probiotics if you haven't already. All right. Blessings to you, Evelyn. Thank you for being such a wonderful supporter of the work I do and of this Sacred Spiral Network. If any of you folks are seeing me for the first time or you haven't experienced the other shows on the Sacred Spiral Network, please check them out. They are wonderful, heartfelt, varied. Oh, there's so many different people who are on that network. You can find it on YouTube, if nowhere else. Okay? Blessings, Evelyn. Okay. Evelyn got citrine. Making a couple notes. Heidi Gall. Woohoo! Ms. Heidi Gall. Come on down. Oh, Kira West. Welcome, welcome. Keep checking out everybody on the Sacred Spiral Network. Oh, Heidi. Oh, there she is. Heidi Gall. Okay. I didn't think you'd disappear, sweetheart. All right. Heidi Gall. Heidi Gall. That one? Oh, I'll bet you're familiar with this, Miss Heidi. This is another one I have a nice big sample of. Selenite. Ooh, I drew selenite for you. A lot of us who do spiritual work have lots of selenite. They make good little lamps. You can put light sources in them, and they have a lot of texture, a lot of striation. I believe selenite is one of those stones. you don't want to use salt water to cleanse. If I remember correctly, I dissolved one of my stones that way. I was so sad. Anyway, here we have selenite for you, sweetheart. And what's the meaning of this? Spirit. This is crystallized divine light, and it has an extremely fine vibration. As I say that, Heidi, what I'm getting for you is that your intuitive information that you're getting on your own anyway is going to develop a lot of nuances, a lot of subtleties, and you're going to enjoy that. But you're being invited by Spirit to pay attention to the details. The devil's not in the details, but the details are important, and you're going to be getting new information that is really good evidence and a lot more detail. Okay. Christine is saying she has a lot of selenite in her bedroom. Fabulous. Yeah, Diana Banks, thank you. She's verifying. Don't get it wet. It'll dissolve. Okay. So selenite is crystallized divine light. It anchors the light body into the earth vibration, downloads divine light into the physical body. It creates a safe, peaceful space that does not allow outside influences to penetrate. Okay, folks, the world's gone completely nuts here. Should we all get some selenite and keep it around us, especially wherever we meditate? Because we're all going to be challenged to hold our light, to hold our own space, to keep emotionally balanced so that we can continue to bring light to the world. This stone detaches entities from the aura and prevents anything external from influencing the mind. It reaches into other lives or into the future and checks progress made with the current life plan, pinpointing lessons and issues from being worked upon. Heidi, if you've not done so already, this would be an absolutely great time to do some Akashic record exploration, past life exploration, and see where you are in your soul's plan for this lifetime. Meditating with this crystal brings about conscious understanding of what has been occurring at the subconscious level and shows how it can be best resolved. There's also an emphasis with this stone on the spine and the bones. Heidi, are you in need? If you are open to seeing a chiropractor, it feels like a chiropractic adjustment would very much be helpful to you right now. And again, I don't give out medical advice. This is intuitive from Spirit that your spine is not aligned right now, and whether it's a massage or chiropractic adjustment or both, I hear that would really, really be helpful for you. Okay. In the meantime, Heidi, don't underestimate the quality of the information you are getting yourself from Spirit. It's very high level. All right. Heidi, I appreciate you so much. Everyone on the network appreciates your love and support, especially me. Okay. Mwah. All right. That was Heidi got selenite. Okay. Mish, who, did I see that correctly? Mish, are you up at 3:30 in the morning from Australia? Oh, thank you, Deborah. Ah, Bernie Gears in the house. Amanda, hello. Kira West. Mish Shelley. Not Miss, Mish. Mish Shelley. Okay, come on down. This helps me keep track of who I'm reading for at the moment, because I'm telling you, it's a little bit. Mish set her alarm to catch this show. You go, girl. Thank you. That is high praise for you to show up 3:30 in the morning. That's not morning, honey. That's nighttime. Don't let them fool you. Okay, Mish. Mish, the one that's on the top is the one they want me to read for you, sweetheart. Okay. Okay. Mish, I've drawn turquoise for you, and turquoise comes in a number of different shades, and most of us are used to seeing it in the really vibrant blue. One of my ribbons is a turquoise color. This one's a little more greenish, but it has that same wonderful indigenous energy. Mish, do you not, isn't it true that you feel a deep connection to the land where you are and to the indigenous people? Is that correct? Because that's what I'm feeling for you. Turquoise, and that's the color of turquoise we're used to seeing, most of us. This is the connection between earth and sky. And the indigenous people, especially in North America, really value this stone. I have wonderful jewelry made out of this stone. And if I want to feel protected and connected to source and connected to the land and the sky, I wear turquoise. Okay. So this crystal is for good health, among other things, and for energetic and spiritual protection. All right. And it has a high vibration. It's also a wonderful pain reliever. Okay. So you live on the land. Fascinating. Okay. I would love to hear more detail about that. Okay, turquoise is highly prized since ancient times as an excellent healer and protector. That's important. Mish, you're another one. I feel a little anxiety around my solar plexus with you. Have you been feeling a little unsettled and unsafe lately? Because wearing turquoise would help you calm that down. Turquoise also strengthens the immune system and the subtle meridians of the body because it connects us to Mother Earth, who has energy meridians of her own. It encourages tissue regeneration and assimilation of nutrients and alleviates physical or mental exhaustion. So you can pull energy from the earth right now, Mish, by there are old Aboriginal burials all around. Oh, no wonder I'm picking up that. You know what, though, Mish? The indigenous people, their spirits around you on that land are happy that you're there. They appreciate your energy. And folks, I'm telling you from experience, there are times when Western civilization has encroached on indigenous lands here in America. For example, in Oklahoma, there is very contentious energy in a lot of places because the indigenous lands were not respected. They were trampled on. Okay. So in your case, Mish, the indigenous spirits that inhabit the land near you welcome your presence. And you talk to them. Fabulous. They appreciate you, sweetheart. As far as physical benefits, turquoise has anti-inflammatory properties, good for gout, rheumatism, cramps, arthritis, similar things. This stone has been prescribed for sore throats for thousands of years. It contains phosphoric acid, and this also can be used homeopathically. It soothes the throat. So this has to do with the throat chakra and self-expression as well, I'm hearing. It dissolves self-sabotage, facilitates creative expression, and stabilizes your moods, and strengthens intuition, facilitates meditation, and promotes spiritual attunement. Do you have turquoise you can wear, especially over your heart center, Mish? Okay. I feel around your wrist. If you have some turquoise on a bracelet or something around your wrist, or if you have it on a pendant and you can wear it over your heart, you don't have any turquoise. Okay. Well, maybe a good time for you to look into that. All right. So, Mish, I hope this has been helpful and enlightening to you. Thank you so much for letting me work with you. All right. Blessings to you today, my dear. Mish got turquoise. Make a note of that. Okay. Deborah Chapman. Deborah Chapman, 969. 369 is a big deal to me. That's the Tesla number, 369. My life path is 3. My husband's is 6. All right. Yeah, you're very welcome, Mish. Thank you for staying up and joining us. Okay. Deborah Chapman, 969. Let's see. Deborah Chapman. Oh. I knew they were going to do that. I swear, if I had my ribbon display here, I was going to pull a gold ribbon for you. You also, Deborah, got citrine. Were you listening a while ago when I read citrine for Evelyn? Okay. Abundance and prosperity. There's citrine. There's that happy little stone. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what the difference is in the message for you, Deborah Chapman. Deborah Chapman, here's what I'm feeling for you, okay? I already read about citrine. It's good for optimism, prosperity. It's the happy stone that nothing negative wants to cling to. That's the energy you need right now. You need to bring in this happy yellow energy. And I hear that you've had challenges to your own personal energy, because I'm feeling tension around my solar plexus, which is the color for that is yellow, if you would understand that. Okay. Deborah, I feel you being pulled in 3 different directions by life here recently. 3 big obligations, responsibilities that you have that have weighed on you. Everybody, listen up. We're now in a number 1 global year, 2026. We have gone from the 9 of 2025, wrapping things up, letting things go, and saying, hasta la vista. It was not an easy year. Goodbye. Now we're into a 1 year where we are being invited to reevaluate. You're tired. Okay. Deborah, this is good for bringing in all kinds of energy, because you've been depleted by 3 different people or 3 different factions, I feel, of your family. You've been trying to be there for everybody, and do everything. Oh my goodness. Time to recharge. And what I started to say about 2026 for all of us is this is a me year to some extent. Okay. Picture everybody. If you're on an airplane and you got some kind of emergency and the oxygen masks are dropping down, you got to put yours on first, because if you run out of oxygen, you can't help anybody near you who needs you, right? Deborah, time to go recharge, be good to your inner self, your inner child, and you need some time alone. You need some time alone, ideally in the sunshine, near some water, even if it's a couple hours, even if, if you could get away for a day or a weekend, but we'll settle for a couple hours. You need to regroup and be good to yourself. Yeah? She's saying that's what she needs to learn. This is the year for it for everybody, all of us. We need to take stock of who is draining us and not bringing in energy to help feed us, okay? Because positive energy should be an exchange. It should be an exchange between all of us, a give and take. Otherwise, if one person's doing all the giving and the other person's doing all the taking, we're not learning on either side what we need to learn, right? Okay. So, Deborah, citrine, and if you can get a hold of a piece, all the better. Good for prosperity, good fortune, optimism, and creativity. It facilitates seeing new possibilities and actualizing them. You need something new in your life, Deborah, something that's for you, a hobby, an interest, whether it's reading cards for people intuitively or creating a physical piece of art. Never mind the purpose of it for anybody else. Creating something will feed your soul. And that's what I get for you today, Deborah. Thank you for sticking around and getting a reading. I appreciate you. Blessings to you, Deborah. Okay. Diane Banks, I feel drawn to you. Hang in there, everybody. I'll get to as many folks as I can. It's always a challenge. Okay. Diana Banks. If I mispronounced your name, okay, Diana Banks. Diana Banks. Welcome to the show, Diana. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay. Hold on, everybody. Find this. Okay. It's hiding. That rock I want to read, I swear, is hiding. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think Spirit is toying with me today. These rocks are a challenge. Okay. This is blue calcite. Isn't that gorgeous? And what is the meaning of this blue calcite? This is the crystal for clear communication. Diana Banks, do I recall correctly that you are a psychic also? All right. And communication with people, I hear, is your wheelhouse. It's your forte. It's what you're very focused on, is bringing messages through for other people. Would you understand that? This is a high vibration stone. It's good for stilling mind chatter. Wow. Okay. A communication enhancer. Soothing blue calcite clarifies the mind, quieting mental chatter. Boy, I have a hard time with chatter, and lifting thoughts to a higher vibration to accelerate spiritual maturation. The crystal assists clear communication of thoughts and feelings, especially hurt or dissent. Blue calcite filters negative energy, transmutes it, and returns it to benefit the sender and the receiver. You've never tapped into this, Diana Banks? Oh, because I really get that you are psychically gifted. And Spirit is telling me you're also very capable of healing. Diana, when I feel into your energy, I want to do this. I want to do this because I feel like you have healing in your hands. So you're an overthinker. No wonder you got this blue calcite about stilling the mind chatter. This gentle stone assists in relaxation. It soothes the nerves and lifts anxieties. It releases noxious emotions and facilitates adapting to necessary change. This crystal dissolves pain on all levels. I'm sure you are empathic, Diana. Trust me, Spirit is showing me clearly that you are psychically gifted enough to sit down and master cards, psychometry, Reiki. If you start with one, you'll find that you have talent for others. You're going into nursing. She wants to help more people. You're a healer. You're a natural healer, Diana. Woohoo! No wonder. So this stone, and it shouldn't be expensive at all, blue calcite. Look into getting a piece of that for yourself, I hear. And it will, when you're meditating, if you can hold a piece of this, it should help still that chatter and help you tune in even better. But you may want to look into taking a course in Reiki and having that augment what you do in the 3D world in nursing as a healer. Okay. All right, Diana, thank you for joining us today. Blessings to you. And it sounds like that was helpful. Okay. This is fun. I haven't done stones in a long time. Christy. Woohoo. Christy, come on down. Christy Wilson. Down to the comments. Lotus, that is a nice compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, bracelet, maybe a little necklace that you can hide. I don't know. Oh, I'm glad that helps, Diana. All right. Christy Wilson, are you still? Yeah, there she is. Okay. Thank you, Christy. Christy and I have people in common, and I know you're here watching a lot of the Sacred Spiral Network shows, which are fabulous. Okay, that one. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I think I... All right. Now, I'll tell you what. This was not cheap. I had to seek this one out. You got shungite. It looks a little like hematite. It's shiny. And, oh, thank you, Christy. Shungite is great for blocking geopathic stress. Okay. So I know a lot of people who are gifted psychically who will keep fluorite. I do that sometimes, and shungite near their computers to keep from being so affected by EMFs. All right. So this is interesting. This shungite has to do with the body. It's said to be a cure-all, and its vibration is earthy and high. Okay. So this shungite is a profoundly earthing stone. It protects your physical body and your aura against harmful fields such as electricity and EMF smog. Okay, you know what they're talking about, folks? All these gadgets that we take for granted, our cell phones, our earbuds, the computer, the iPad, all this stuff that we're involved in is relatively new to humankind. And we don't really know yet what all of these energies are doing to us. Okay. We're liable to find out later, I think. So geopathic stress, in other words, negative energy carried by the earth, generated by water, electromagnetic stress, and other disturbances. So even earth disturbances, earthquakes, things that are going on with the tectonic plates shifting around, which is happening now too. Research has shown that shungite absorbs that which is hazardous to health, whether it be pesticides, free radicals, bacteria, and viruses, or microwaves and other vibration emissions. How many decades have we had microwave ovens and we take them for granted? Folks, I know a very gifted lady in the Sedona area, Jerome, who refuses to use microwave ovens. And she runs a bed and breakfast. Can you believe that? Anecdotal evidence and scientific research suggests that shungite strengthens the immune system and assists cellular metabolism. It enhances enzyme production and provides pain relief. A natural detoxifier and anti-inflammatory, shungite has long been used to encourage wound healing. It also promotes emotional equilibrium, providing reassurance. This little tiny piece of shungite is very powerful. So, Christy says she lives next to a ley line and also a major earthquake state. Okay, Christy. So this is a little bit of a heads up from Spirit for you to do something energetically to balance the energies in the space around you, to keep from being adversely and unduly affected by this. So some of these are very natural energies, and some of these are man-made, but shungite helps with all of them. Okay? All right. So that's the message for you today, my dear Christy. And that's a good one. This is good information for all of us. Which of us are not using gadgets? If you're here with me, you're on a gadget. So thank you for joining, Christy. Blessings to you. Mwah. I confess I use my microwave a lot. And I think of my friend in Jerome, Arizona, who won't use it at all. Little spooky, folks. Okay. Ooh, I have a little bit of time left. Presh Pandey. Presh, who has started following us. Hello, sweetheart. Come on down. Presh Pandey. Presh. Yeah? Oh, pretty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Presh. The card I drew for you is Aquamarine, and it's this really light blue, pretty stone. And of course, most of us have seen aquamarine also as a gemstone. This is more of a raw but polished stone, but I believe it's my birthstone too. My birthday was Sunday. I'm a Pisces. Lots of water in my chart. So there is a very emotional, watery energy to this, Presh. And I don't believe I've ever read for you with any of my tools. Oh, Christine says she has shungite on her cell phone. Oh, that is so smart. All right, so Presh, I'm going to feel into the energy of this stone first. Presh, girl, what's going on with you? I see turbulent water. I see water churning, like waves crashing on the seashore, like a lot of emotional churning, and like you can't quite get your emotions straightened out. Thank you, Heidi. Sheridan, hi. Her birthstone is amethyst. Sheridan, I think her birthday is in April. Back to you, Presh. Aquamarine. All right. So aquamarine has a very high vibration. It's the gateway to higher realms. It counteracts the forces of darkness and procuring favor from the angels and higher beings. Whoa, Presh, you have a direct connect to the angels. Thank you, Evelyn. Aquamarine brings unfinished business to a conclusion and ensures closure on all levels. This emotional upheaval I sensed as soon as I picked up this stone for you. I see one door after the next shutting, and not slamming, but like for all of us, this is a year to evaluate our relationships and what serves us and what does not. And Presh, I see you doing that also, and firmly but quietly shutting the door on a number of relationships and situations that do not serve you, okay? Aquamarine removes extraneous thoughts, filtering information, reaching the brain, and clarifying perception, making it an ideal crystal to support meditation. That's the other piece of this, Presh. You're getting recommendation from Spirit to do more meditation, to go inward, to be alone, to shut out the outside world for a while, okay? It also strengthens intuition and aids clairvoyance. You know you're clairvoyant, don't you, Presh? You know you see things psychically. You see them in your mind's eye, and you get hints of the future. Isn't that correct for you? And you're empathic. You're picking up other people's energies. Oh, no wonder. Aquamarine dissolves self-defeating programs, allowing the soul to be heard. It protects the aura, balances the chakras, aligns the subtle bodies, and facilitates spiritual communication. Also helps with hormonal imbalances, immune and autoimmune systems, the throat, the glands, the stomach. It goes into a lot of physical stuff, but the emphasis on this for you is emotional and psychic and spiritual today. Where are your boundaries, Presh? Where are your boundaries? Because you're super sensitive. You need to set up good energetic boundaries around yourself, okay? In meditation, and this is good for all of us, I have to remind myself, especially before we go out into the big world, before we deal with family, is to, when we're meditating, at the end of it, what I do is drop an energetic shield around myself. And a lot of the time, I make it out of copper, almost like chainmail that the knights in armor used to wear. Okay? It's copper, it's pretty, but it's a detoxifier and protective. All right? Folks, I cannot believe how fast an hour goes by, but it does. You are taking many steps to set boundaries. Good for you. You go, girl. So you're getting validation from Spirit that that's exactly what you need to be doing right now, and keep it up. Keep up the good work, Presh. Thank you so much for joining my show today. Okay, folks, I'm going to draw a stone for the collective, and then I'm going to get the rest of my day going. Here we go. For the collective. For the collective. Okay, so we've heard about citrine a number of times today, have we not? Hold on. Okay. So for the collective, I got Apache tear. And that's this little black stone here with little white flecks in it. You're welcome, Presh. This little dark colored stone has to do with grief counseling, and its energy is very, very earthy. I haven't done mediumship on this kaleidoscope. It just didn't come to me today. The emphasis was different. But for those of you who are grieving lost loved ones and grieving other things that have left your life, this Apache tear helps you go through that grief process and shed whatever tears need to be shed. Apache tear is a gentle form of black obsidian. It slowly brings negativity to the surface to be transmuted. It's an excellent detoxifier. It absorbs negative energy and it protects the aura. Apache tear is believed to shed tears in times of sorrow, and it comforts grief. It provides insight into sources of distress and relieves long-held grievances, including those carried from other lives. This stone stimulates analytical capabilities and promotes forgiveness. An Apache tear removes self-imposed limitations and increases spontaneity. This is a releasing stone. This is good for releasing whatever negativity, whatever sorrow we're still hanging on to. These are opposites of each other. Here's the Apache tear that lets us tune into and release, shed those tears, let them go, so we can move into this happy optimism of citrine. All right. So, folks, if you would like an in-depth reading from me, my website is being reconstructed, but you can find me at LynneJuneau.com. I'm usually here on Kaleidoscope every other Friday. Tuesday is unusual for me, a little scheduling change, but I will be back on Friday, the 20th of March, 10 a.m. Pacific, and it will still be 5 p.m. in the UK. Everybody in between, y'all figure it out. Okay. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if I didn't get to you today, please come back, try me again. You can also find me every other week on Veronica Jenkins' page, findmeamedium.com, or Universal Spiritualism, online psychic readings. And I'm with Kirsty Ashton every other Wednesday morning. And that one is Spirit is Everywhere, doing readings. And those are both at 8:30 in the morning Pacific, 3:30 p.m. in the UK, until the end of the month when you all change time again. All right. Thank you for joining me. Blessings to each and every one of you. Bye for now.